Hey guys, welcome back. Hello. Hi everyone. And welcome to the Insider's Guide. This is probably, I think, the fifth episode. Yeah. And today we're going to be going over the keyword magic tool. And I know this was one that everyone was kind of asking about. It's one of our favorite tools at SEMrush. Don't tell anyone. So besides the certain portions of the actual tool and the projects, I really do love this magical feature. So today, before we get started and dive on into the keyword magic tool, I like to show our users, something that's new and anything that, is updated in SEMrush. So I'm going to show you my screen, and I wanted to let you guys see I don't know if anyone has noticed yet, but we do have an area, and it's the new navigation. So it lets you know basically all of the different tools. So right here, it's showing us, instead of just looking at everything all together, you can see exactly what toolkits you want to go into. So I always recommend using this new navigation in SEMrush because honestly, the different sections make it a lot easier for you to pinpoint, depending on what you want to focus on, which strategy or toolkit. So the SEO toolkit inside has all of the different areas in our tool that you can utilize for SEO. So I always like to recommend to go into here and, use all those different toolkits, whatever your preference is. You can use the other navigation as well, but this is really handy. And also it makes it easier for you to see over here, showing you exactly what tools are inside SEMrush that'll help you with those different areas. So pretty cool. Always like to show that off. So besides that, let's go into that keyword magic tool. All right. So the keyword magic tool is in the keyword analytic portion. No brainer. Yeah. So let's go into it. The keyword magic tool is such a powerful feature in SEMrush. And the reason I say that is not only because we have, oh my God, the database is insane. There's over 4.5 billion keywords inside of there. So that is huge. That's something that you want to definitely capitalize on. And, when you're starting to plan any content marketing strategy or PPC campaign, or just in general, you want to know in your industry where your competition, like not your competition, but where in general, like what are people searching in that niche, in that industry? And exactly what are those keywords that are longer tailed, as well as the keywords that are questions, phrase match, exact match, related. So inside of the keyword magic tool, we're going to help you pinpoint that and make it a lot easier for you and customize your keyword research. So to begin, today I'm going to search I'm going to do pizza. Why not? It's lunchtime for me in Pennsylvania. I'm hungry, and one of my favorite foods is pizza. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but I'm getting hungry, guys. So anyway, I'm going to search my first keyword, and it's going to be pizza, obviously. And if you want, we are international, so don't forget, you can always venture out. But I'm going to choose the United States database. And as soon as I search for that, I use a seed keyword. And as soon as I search it, we're going to show you at the bottom all of those different subtopics, that are related to that keyword that are being searched, quite often per month. So when I'm looking at this report, I really want to capitalize on, what do I want to customize this as? So do I want to include or exclude keywords? That is something that you could do very easily. So when you're looking at this, you could go to all keywords off the bat, or I could hone in on those different subtopics down here. But say I want to just look at question keywords. That's at the top, and it's specified in those two individual columns. So making it a lot easier, again, for you to understand. And off the bat, figuring out those question keywords that are being searched most often per month, that volume, look at that. So if I'm writing anything with blogs, articles, I got those question keywords off the bat, right here when I want to write my content. Because, look how often, how to make pizza dough. I don't know, but hey, that's why we're searching it. It gets searched over 27,000 times. That's that average per month. So that's wild. Besides understanding, the question keywords when you're inside of the keyword magic tool, something else that you can do, it's pretty awesome, is you can filter. Like we were talking about earlier, anything inside that we have available, you could use those advanced filters. So something that is overlooked, I noticed with our users, they always forget about those SERP features that we offer in the keyword magic tool. Which is pretty great. And when I'm looking at this and say, maybe I'm working for Domino's, I'm doing their SEO. I'm really not, but it would be awesome if Domino's, if you're looking for, okay, anyway, just kidding. So what I would do here is I would choose any of the SERP features available here that I want to look at that are currently ranking. But say I want to just focus on the featured snippet, because honestly, they are basically the holy grail of rankings. You want that featured snippet. As a crown, man, you want to wear that crown. So here, now that I've filtered it, I want to know what keywords, I'll make sure I'll get the most traffic if I rank for that featured snippet. So just filtering it by it, we know exactly out of all the keywords here, what are the ones that have featured snippets that are available. So you can specify it by all keywords or break it down. Maybe I want to have a recipe in there, and I want to rank it for a featured snippet for making pizza again. So I can dive in and go into those different subtopics and really break it down for me. So now that I'm really looking at, which ones I want to utilize, the certain qualifications that you want to go over are basically, what is that volume? You want to make sure it's a higher volume, as well as that KD is always there in the competitive density. So the keyword difficulty is letting you know from a 0 to 100 on how difficult it will be for you to achieve higher organic search rankings for that particular keyword. So obviously the closer to 100, it's very difficult. So this 90 here, kind of scary, but don't worry. We can filter this out and make it specified for what I want. So I'm going to rank this from 0 to 60. Oh, no, don't do that. So now it's showing me basically ranking the list of keywords I had prior and taking it in a different way of, basically filtering it for me. So now I know based around the KD of 60. So what are those keywords that are below 60% for the keyword difficulty? So I know these are actually obtainable, and I can possibly achieve them. Obviously, that comes with hard work and dedication, but SEO is that type of roller coaster. A fun ride, but you got to be ready for it and put that seatbelt on. So looking at this, these are some keywords I possibly, want to achieve or rank for. So I'm going to go to recipe and, take some of those keywords and add them to my keyword analyzer. And I'll show you in a second what that keyword analyzer is and what it will do for me. So I'm just going to choose some random keywords in here. I know some of them might be, I'll add all those, why not? Add all those keywords. So you can easily use the sidebar and check off every one, or you could check it off right there. Pretty cool. So now that I'm choosing all the keywords that I want, maybe I want to write content for this, or anything. Maybe I want to optimize for it. After I added them to my keyword analyzer, there's other specifications too, those other columns you could look at. Obviously, we already selected this to filter by the featured snippet, and I can also observe what are the other SERP features available besides that, which is pretty awesome. So it tells me the other ones that are out there. Now that I'm looking at this and I figured out, okay, I want to go to my keyword analyzer and dive down even deeper and understand what are those actual updated metrics. So we like to always tell our users to use this, really utilize, obviously, this keyword analyzer. So it is inside of the Keyword Magic tool. It's just a separate section. And the reason why it's really awesome is because we're going to take all those keywords that I wanted to rank for, or optimize for, and we're going to update all those metrics. Because updating those metrics allows us to get a more precise and, like it says, updated metric of the keyword difficulty, the SERP features, the click potential, and also something really awesome, we show you those top 10 competitors who rank for that keyword right now organically. So in those top 10 search results. So this is really beneficial to use because once you know these are the keywords you're concerned with, you want to target, you want to start ranking for, after you update all these individual keywords, you can actually send the different the different groups to the position tracking tool and the PPC keyword tool. So this is kind of the first time we allowed this inside of any of the tools. That direct integration, it gets sent right away to whatever position tracking tool you want in your projects or PPC keyword tool. So make sure they're set up. Because obviously it'll make your life so much easier. Instead of exporting and importing all of them, you have them right here to send to. So all of them look like they're almost all set up, but basically it's if it's in the green, it's set up and those little dots aren't moving. So what it's letting me know is the exact, the more precise keyword KD for that keyword. So how difficult is it to rank for? Usually we like to say 70 to 75 is when it's going to get extremely difficult. So it's good to see those lower numbers. Also, that SERP feature again. And we were talking about those top competitors. So I can click on that and it shows me exactly who are in the top 10 search results for that keyword, which is great. You want to examine and, track those competitors. Now that you have SEMrush, you have this competitive insight, which is key. You want that. So I always recommend using the keyword analyzer. It's very easy to use, user-friendly, and it does so much for you. So now that I can send that to other projects, it's making my life a lot easier. So let me go back out to the list we were making. So to keep with the kind of Italian cuisine theme, say I want to search for another food, another Italian food that I sell. So I'll do pasta. The cool thing about the Keyword Magic tool that a lot of people overlook, I noticed, is that they forget you can add those multiple tabs at the top, which are awesome. Because if I'm focusing on a certain niche in my industry, maybe I want to continue on, look back and forth at the other searches I had before. So when I'm deciding what keywords I want to start a new blog about, or I want to launch a new PPC campaign, I can go back and forth and easily examine both sides. So that's something that's pretty cool that a lot of people forget, that we have that tab at the top, and you can have 7 at a time up there. But overall, when I say a list, those are the lists down here. And a lot of people always ask, how many can you have? So no problem. You can have 50 overall lists and 1,000 keywords in each one. So pretty awesome. A lot of keywords. So going back in, also the lists automatically save. So whenever you're in the Keyword Magic tool, it saves, any prior search you had. So if you want to delete them, don't worry, that's always an option right here. But I always like to let our users know, because they get afraid, it's going to delete, but it's always there. And you can name them even if you want, which is pretty awesome. Especially if you're in a marketing team, it gets hard to remember with those in-house teams, even if it's just you, hey, everyone's forgetful. So going back in, when I'm looking at this, I can always branch out and even choose international databases when I'm inside. And you know what? customize any keyword search. It's your research. It's what you really want. And the keyword magic tool is going to help you out and make your life a lot easier, with finding out what are those keywords people are searching in your niche. And it's very interesting to see and to figure it out. I know when I talk to a lot of users, so I give these demos all the time. I love doing it. And it's always great to understand and really customize this to your niche. And, you have the subscription, take advantage of it and use this. So the keyword magic tool is awesome for analyzing your competitors, who ranks for those keywords, as well as just breaking it down. So when I'm inside of a different subtopic, something else you can do is hit that little arrow so it turns down. And what now it's showing me are all those different niches that include cook. So any keyword that includes cook, we're showing you any other variation. So now, I had no idea these are really popular keywords with pasta. Wow. So just showing you, anything in this industry, anyone who's in the Italian cuisine industry, you guys need to get on this. It seems like a lot of people don't know how to cook pasta. So why not make blogs about it? It's being searched a lot, on Google. So you're getting that. Okay. So that is pretty much the keyword magic tool and the analyzer. It's up top here. Don't forget that great analyzer. Whoa, I went down. It's right there. So I'm going to check out the image is kind of blurry. Is it better now? Hopefully. Yeah. Sorry guys if it is blurry. But let me look at some of the questions that we have here. Can you see the screen now? I'm getting worried. I think you guys can, so it's all good. But let's go into the tool again. I saw there was a question on basically the keyword difficulty. So something that's really cool with SEMrush is that we always show, no matter what, what is that definition? You always will know exactly what everything means. So you're never left in the dark. I love that you can hover over literally any of the columns and we tell you what that means. So here with the keyword difficulty, we're letting you know. So our own difficulty index showing you how difficult it will be to outrank your competitors in Google's top 100 search results. So on that national organic level. And we like to let you know that the higher percentage is, more difficult. So when you're evaluating this, definitely, why not utilize the different advanced filters? Because if you already know, I'm not going even near 80% for that difficulty or 90, it's difficult. I don't want to, I want something more achievable for me. So definitely filter it out at maybe 60, 50. That's going to help you out down the road and make it a lot easier for you when you want to pinpoint those, different keywords that you want to utilize. So this is showing us right here, basically all of that. So I'm going to take this time now to see if there are any more questions or anything that you guys have. I know someone asked again, how many keywords are in this keyword magic tool. So inside of the keyword magic tool, there's over 4.5 billion keywords. So definitely, utilize this. Why not? It's going to be something that, you can utilize. And yes. Okay. So hi guys, hey. So someone asked if this is gonna be recorded. Of course, this is recorded. So don't worry, I will present this later. It's actually right after this. It's gonna be on the YouTube channel. So don't worry, it'll be right there. Okay, and also there's gonna be more webinars, so don't worry. Yeah, sure. So, hey, you guys are awesome. Thank you. In PA, we're from Philadelphia, someone asked. But let me get into, someone wanted to know, could you show again, where the lists are in the keyword magic tool. So no worries. Let me get to that. And thanks, guys. You guys are awesome today. Well, you always are. So to get into the lists, it's very easy. When you first start any search, use the seed keyword and it creates one automatically, a list for you. So when you want to go to your overall, like every list you ever searched or documented in here, you would go back to the keyword magic tool at the beginning, and below it shows you all of the lists that you searched prior. So you can either just go back in to click it again to go to kind of like the home page for it, or you can just click on that. So you know exactly where you're at. And don't forget, you can rename them, the lists. So I could do like Italian cuisine for this one. Or you could just keep it whatever list you want. And inside of here, you can only have 7 up top. So you can call those, like, I guess, a list tabs. You can only have 7, but 50 overall. Over here, this area. I know it's kind of confusing, but don't worry. This is 50 and the other area is 7. So call them tabs. I mean, it's pretty easy to remember them. That's what I like. Okay. Oh, someone asked if we can add a tag in the keyword analyzer like we have in position tracking. Nice. Great question. So in the keyword analyzer, so far, that's like something we should add. So this is still in beta, and we're always taking suggestions. So that's awesome. So far, there is no option for tags, but let me see. So if I want to send these to my position tracking tool, yeah, it just asked me which one I want to send it to. And you can't yet set any tags. You just send them directly from here. So you can't, but I know when you get into the position tracking tool, you can then, easily add the tags to those keywords. But inside of the keyword analyzer, so far you cannot. But hey, that's a great suggestion, and I will put that through because it's going to make your life easier, and that's what we're trying to do here in SEMrush. So thank you. Okay. All right. And long tail. Someone asked, what is a long tail keyword? Well, so it's a keyword with 3 words or more. So it's letting us know exactly what are those longer tailed keywords. So, you can specify going back here and, understand which ones that, you want to rank for. So longer tail, that would be one. Anything longer than 3 words, because, hey, looks pretty long to me. Okay. And then, oh, awesome. Someone asked, what is the major difference between the competitive density and the keyword difficulty? Great question. So they are basically opposites of each other, is what I like to say. So the keyword difficulty just solely focuses on organic search, and the competitive density is focusing on paid search. So we're letting you know all of SEMrush's paid search is coming from AdWords, and we're letting you know from an opposite ranking from 0 to 1 of the density of advertisers currently utilizing that keyword in their ads, and 1 is the highest ranking in the competitive density. So for the paid search side, 1 is the highest amount of competition there, and on the KD, 100 is the highest, and that's solely just focusing on organic search. So good to understand, and definitely awesome to have in the same area when you're conducting your keyword research for organic and paid search. It's right there. Okay. So yeah. So just looking at other questions. So I'm going to start to end this today, guys, but don't worry. If you guys have any other questions earlier, I will answer them as well and get them back to you because you can keep asking them during this chat. And I want to let everyone know that I will have another webinar coming up in about 2 weeks, and I'll be broadcasting that and telling you guys about it on my Twitter page. So look out for that, and on SEMrush's Twitter account as well, on what type of webinar I'm going to be discussing. So just what tool, basically. I have some in the works that I want to start utilizing, and maybe it might be the keyword gap and the backlink gap. That's pretty awesome. But stay tuned. So thank you guys so much for attending this again, and go SEMrush. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.